Where are they? Where are they? Where the hell are they?
That's all the sandwiches done, George. George, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing, dear.
Oh, nothing, dear. Just tipping the place upside down. When I spent all afternoon tidying it.
Shouldn't I look over the snaps before they arrive?
Yes, photographs, George, not snaps.
Well, shouldn't I look over the photographs then?
George?
Saw me that you turned out too good.
It's you that's not turned out too good. Look at you.
They may need some editing.
I wish I could edit you. Look, you're either flopping around helpless or turning the place upside down. And you're supposed to be wearing your new trousers this evening.
Oh, I'll put them on in a minute, dear.
Oh, in a minute, dear. It's going to be far too late. It's already 2 minutes past 7:30 now. And you know how punctual Marshall is.
Yes, I know.
As reliable as Big Ben Marshall is.
I just thought I should sort the photos out first.
Photos. George, you've hardly spoke of anything else since they came. Do you know, if I didn't know you better, George Bradshaw, I'd swear you were up to something.
Up to something?
Oh, have you opened that bottle of wine?
Yes, dear, opened and ready.
The red Chianti we saved from holiday?
That's the one, dear.
Oh, good. Only it's supposed to breathe. The wine.
Yes, dear, it's breathing.
Right, now, I suppose I should be grateful you got something right. Now, what did I say about trousers?
Dolly, are you sure I can't just...
George, if you mention photographs one more time, I swear I will scream. I haven't even seen them myself yet. I wanted to be spontaneous, so therefore, we shall all see them together later. Now, trousers.
I'll go and change them now.
Good Lord. Oh, too late. Oh, George, you are hopeless. Look, you let them in while I nip upstairs and tidy myself. George, the door!
Yes, dear. Oh my God, I must find them. Ah, come in. Good to see you.
Beginning to think you weren't in, old boy. Thought you might have gone AWOL or something. Shame to do that with all your home comforts around you, eh?
Of course.
George?
What?
Some ammunition, old boy.
Oh, right. Thanks, Marshall. Very good of you.
Have you lost something, George?
No. Let me take your coat, Kate.
Hello, George.
Hello, Kate.
Give me a moment, old boy. Just going to check that I've not left the car lights on. We don't want a flat battery now, do we?
Why does he always do that?
What?
Check to see if he's turned the bloody lights off. Why didn't he check before he comes in?
Oh, he does. Just wants to check them again.
He thinks they're going to turn on by themselves while he's then here.
I don't know. Never mind about that. Where is she?
Just fixing her hair. She won't be a minute.
Kiss me, George.
What?
George, kiss me. Oh, you are so sure, aren't you?
Of course.
And have you sorted the photos out yet?
Oh, not yet. I can't even find them.
Oh, George, you can't let them see them. Have you said anything to her?
Not yet. I haven't had a chance.
Oh, George! I thought I heard the doorbell. Oh, hello, Kit. Hello, Dolly.
All tickety-boo out there. Oh, Dolly, my dear, how have you been? Oh, I see you saved a drop of the old Tuscany for us.
Oh, yes. Nice to see you too, Marshall. Hasn't George asked you to sit down yet?
Oh, no time for that, Dolly dear. Let me take you away from this. Come with me to Tuscany.
Oh, Marshall, you are a kid. You don't just go back. For heaven's sake, sit down. No need to stand on ceremony here, you know. Too, Kate.
Officer in command has spoken. Standing orders are to sit down.
Oh, well, someone has to do it, Marshall. I really don't know what George would do without you here to organise him. Oh, do put that bottle down, George. Really? Trousers, George.
Yes. Excuse me a moment.
Oh, I really must apologise for George not being ready.
No need to, Dolly. We're all off duty here.
Yes. Well, isn't this nice? And George will pour us all a drink when he gets back. Oh, no. George! Hurry up, George! George! Well, I bet you're not like that, Marshall. No, you're the organised one, I can tell. George! What's keeping you?
All part of the military training, Dolly. Find a routine that works and stick to it. A time for everything and everything in its proper time. That's my motto.
That's 2 mottos.
What? Well, no need to split hairs, Kate.
Oh, well, and a very good motto, too. That'd be why they made you sergeant, I'll be bound. Couldn't see poor George ever making sergeant, not in a million years.
Don't be hard on George, Dolly. He's all right.
Oh, trust you to stick out for George, Kate. Always a soft one you wear, Kate Cushion. Oh, just like when we were girls. Cushion by
Yes, I know. Cushion by name, cushion by nature.
That's a good one.
I always wondered if you were responsible for making that up, Dolly.
Oh, well, what does it matter now? It was true. George! Oh, you think very differently, Kate. Did you have to live with him?
Sorry about that.
There you are, George. Now, poor old Victor, time himself here waiting.
A drop of the old Chianti-shire. A tonic for the troops, eh, Dolly?
Delicious.
There you are.
Thank you, George.
Thanks, George. Well, down the hatch, old boy.
There you go, Marshall. Putting us all in the party mood already.
Stuff that the generals drink, that. Nectar. That's what this stuff is.
Oh, you were always saying that out there, Marshall.
Yes, he was.
Well, it's true, Dolly, it's true.
Well, and now, surprise, surprise.
Oh, the holiday snaps. Well done, old girl. Kate, Dolly's got the holiday snaps. I say, cheer up a bit, Kate.
Yes, you don't look quite yourself, Kate. Is something wrong?
I'm all right.
Been like this ever since we got back from the expedition. Don't quite know what's got into her. Proper broody she's been.
Would you mind discussing something else, Marshall?
There you go, you see. Edgy, like she's waiting to go over the top or something. That's not our good old Kate, is it?
No. Although, it is rather a wrench, you know, coming back here after that lovely holiday. Oh, you must make little allowances for our little feminine ways, Marshall. Though I need to tell you that. You being a travelled man of the world and everything.
Message received and understood, Dolly.
George! What are you doing? Marshall's glass is empty now. Fill it up. Then we can get on with the business of this evening. George!
Yes, dear?
Glasses.
Oh, yes, dear. Refill, Marshall.
Reinforcements. Don't mind if I do, old boy.
Really, I don't know where he is sometimes. Not on this planet, that's for sure. You know, you don't know how lucky you are, Kate, having someone reliable like Marshall. George, what's going on?
Oh, I was just asking Kate if she wanted another drink. Kate?
Not just yet, George.
Now, these will cheer you up, Kate.
George!
Let me see. Oh, yes. When was this again, George, with all the towers?
San Gimignano, dear.
Oh, yes, that's it. Lovely place. Oh, here's another. Oh, you know, I could have stayed there forever.
Oh, I wish I had.
Oh, yes, we all do, Kate.
Oh, God.
What's the matter, Kate? Got a headache?
George! Here's Lord Marshall. Of you wearing that hat you bought when your forehead got burned. You said it gave you a military bearing.
Oh, I remember it, I do. 5th Company, Royal British Touristicas, reporting for duty, ma'am.
Oh, you are a cod, always ready with a joke. More towers.
Oh, it does take a good picture, that camera of yours, George.
Yes, we got it new for the holiday. I said to the man in the shop, I want an idiot-proof camera. It's for my husband. But you don't want all your photographs ruined, do you? Come back off holiday and you've got nothing to remember it by.
George.
Let me take over, Dolly. Why don't you bring in the...
George, no, I don't want to miss this. Oh, look, you bring them in and put them down there.
Yes, dear.
I'll help George.
Oh, you sit right down, Kate. I prepared everything out there ready, and it won't hurt George to do it by himself. Besides, you don't want to miss these, surely. Oh, do you remember that one, Marshall?
Oh yes, proper caught old George out with that one, eh?
And here's one taken with that delayed timing device thing, so that we could all get in the photograph together.
Oh yes.
Just out of focus.
Yes, George looks like he's only just run round in time. Probably got caught out with this one, George, old boy.
What?
You're out of practice. You need to get in training.
George, put them down there.
Yes, dear, I was going to.
Pick some plates.
Plates?
But it was such a lovely place. The weather. It's just such a pity it went by so quickly.
They do say that time goes by quickly when you're having fun.
Oh, God.
What is the matter, Kate?
You and your things, Marshall.
Plates coming up.
Knives, George.
Knives.
No, I think this one's rather good. I think we should do with having some of these enlarged.
Oh, you should do, Dolly. I would go for the really big ones. You only live once, you know.
Don't, Marshall, don't. Oh, you've got a right one here, Kate. No mistake. Oh, God. Well then, let's have a little break, and there were some cakes outside. George, you've forgotten the cakes. Now then, do help yourselves. Okay, sandwiches?
Thank you, Dolly.
No thanks, George.
Well, have a cake then.
Not really hungry.
There you go, see, Dolly. Offer fodder as well.
Gosh, that won't do.
We're going to have to sort her out, you know.
Yes, I can see that.
Go on.
Thanks.
George, you don't look comfortable there. Now come and sit down properly here.
I'm fine here, thanks.
George! George, Marshall needs another drink.
Another drink, Marshall?
I don't mind if I do, old boy. Cheers.
Another sandwich, Marshall.
Oh, thank you, Dolly. You certainly know how to keep the troops happy.
Oh, well, I do try my best. Now do eat up, Kate. There's plenty more.
Can I get you anything else, Kate? A cup of tea or coffee or anything?
Well, George, I'm sure Kate can ask if she wants anything else.
It's all right, George. I'm okay, really.
Well then, if everyone's ready, let's take a look at the rest of these photographs.
Let me take over, Dolly.
George! Sit down. Do you think I can't hand a few photographs round?
Yes, but
Don't butt all the time. Now sit.
sure.
Ah, then where were we? Ah, yes. Do you remember where that was, Marshall?
Oh yes, that was that little town on the top of the hill. You remember, the one with the big walls round it?
Oh yes, with all the funny little alleyways. Where we had the ice cream.
Yes, that's the one. Bit like a fortress, that was. I wouldn't have liked to have to shin up that big hill with all the natives taking pot shots at you. I'd have soon learned the Italiano for, oh, I surrender!
Ah, and here's one of Kate on her own.
Oh my God.
I don't remember you taking that one, George. I must say, Kate, you look a lot happier there.
You're right, Dolly. Look, grin like a Cheshire cat.
Well, here's another one of Kate. Well, I never. When did you take this one, George?
It must have been on the last day, just using up the film. Yes.
No, that wasn't the last day. That was in the first week. We got stuck in that car park there. I remember you went to that little shop to ask for some spicy salami. Kate went with you. You were gone for ages.
Oh, right.
Oh, here's one of you and Kate together. Well, I didn't take that. Did you take that, Marshall?
Not guilty, Dolly dear.
George?
It must have been practicing with the delayed timing device. I wanted to make sure it worked before we took any important photos.
George, I remember. This was the day after I took that pill you wanted. That is the day I had to take that sleeping tablet. After that business in the car park, you said, to calm me down. When I shouted at those foreigners to move their heart.
They were Italians, Dolly.
Yes, that's what I said.
I didn't feel too well myself that day, Kate. Made a joke about somebody spiking my drink.
You're always making jokes, Marshall.
Always happy. Got to keep the troops happy. Born to it. That's my motto.
It's no use, George.
What's no use, Kate?
Why, here's another one. Gosh, there are lots of them.
Let me have it, Dolly.
I remember this one. This was where we went the day after I had the extra sleeping tablet. That's when I slept in the car all morning. That's why I remember.
Oh, I remember that as well. Was that the day that George was smiling all day?
Yes! George, why were you smiling like that?
Man chap's allowed to smile when he's on holiday, Dolly dear. It's when he's having fun.
George, give up. And he was having fun, all right. And so was I.
There are lots and lots of them.
I did ask you to let me take over, Dolly.
I remember this. It's the day after I had that extra sleeping tablet. I slept in the car all morning. That's why I remember.
Yes, I wasn't too good that day myself. Bit of a head, you remember, George?
No.
Yes, you do, old boy. It was the day after you'd been to the supermarket. You got that local liqueur. What was it called? Grappa. Chap in the supermarket said it was very strong. We had a joke about it, didn't we? We called it the old knockout drops. 150% proof or something, he said.
Oh, was it?
Yes, you remember. It was the same day we bought some dodgy vino. We drank it that evening. Oh, it upset my stomach. You remember, George, you insisted on being duty butler all evening. Don't understand it, Dolly. I normally have the constitution of an ox. Funny thing was, there will only seem to be me that noticed.
George, I want to know what's been going on.
Going on, dear? Nothing's been going on. It's a silly idea.
What do you mean, silly idea? What's silly about it?
Now, calm down, dear. That's not what I meant.
George, you just called her dear.
Now steady on, old boy. This one's mine.
George, how could you?
What is it, Dolly?
Oh, God. George, what does this mean?
It means we love each other, Dolly.
Yes, I can see that.
There must be some perfectly sensible explanation, Dolly. Kate?
Oh, shut up, Marshall.
I should pretend I haven't heard that, Kate.
It means we want to be together, Dolly.
Now, it seems you already have been.
Now, let me have a look at that, Dolly. I'm sure I can sort this out. Good Lord. It's a little bit out of focus. Is that you, Kate?
Yes, it's me.
Well, I'm very surprised. This is very disloyal, you know. I don't know how you think you're going to talk your way out of this. I am very surprised indeed.
No, you would be.
This is not on, you know, Kate. I'm sure Dolly would agree. You're both in very serious trouble. You've been caught out.
Oh, grow up, Marshall. What are you going to do? Play a game of soldiers and put us on charge? Or declare war?
You're the one who's been playing games, Catherine.
It's not a game.
How long has this been going on?
Going on, dear.
Oh, for God's sake, tell her, George. Don't keep calling us both dear. Make up your mind.
I'm sorry, Dorothy.
Dorothy? He's called me Dorothy after all these years.
And what are you apologising for, George? She's been bullying you since you got married. All you've ever been to is a substitute for a well-trained poodle. What have you got to apologise for?
Yes, but...
Oh, it just happened out there, you see. We were sheltering from the storm and...
Storm? What storm? I don't remember any storm.
The storm of you two blasting away at us all the time. That's why we filled you up with booze and sleeping pills. To get a bit of peace and a chance to breathe. Oh, it wasn't intended. It just happened. We shouldn't have gone on holiday together. I knew it was a mistake.
Now, come on, Kate, you remember marriage vows, all that sacred stuff. I'm sure we can sort something out.
Now I remember when I last saw that expression on your face.
I don't know what to say.
I think you'd better leave.
Come on, George. It's no use. They'd never understand.
George, come back here at once.
Kate!